Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be doing a good update on Snyder, which is my 2005 Slk55 Amg. Recently purchased it back after selling it back in 2020, or actually no, yeah, 2020 is when I sold it. Regretted it, was able to find it, and now I'm in the process of just restoring it and continuing where I left off. Now there's quite a few parts that I had lying around which I'll be putting on this vehicle. But one that I was able to acquire by selling the steering wheel that I had installed on it prior, which is on an old video, and updating it with a new one. And I have it right here. Obviously from Automizer, they were able to build me this wheel for my Slk. Now this wheel is going to have a new updated theme. What I mean by theme is the layout of my interior. The interior right now is a silver or a gray and black two-tone type of interior. So I'm pretty much doing away with that two-tone and just getting a whole new refresh on it, including the door panels, which I have a spare set all in black, and the seats themselves are going to get reupholstered. And here's that two-tone factory appearance. This is going to be redone completely onto its new theme to match this steering wheel. But nonetheless, I went with an updated steering wheel, and similar to Panzer's. After selling that vehicle, I kind of wanted to retrace those steps and get some of that back. So this vehicle, this steering wheel, I'm sorry, matches that. Now, to get to the point here, before I actually continue, Automizer does have a special code used. It's going to be Panzer's Garage. The link to that coupon code will be in the description down below, but it can give you a discount on your first purchase. Now with that coupon code, you'll also be helping me out because I do get a percentage of that from every steering wheel or every purchase using that coupon code. That coupon code or that percentage that I'll be getting will support this channel, so you'll be helping me out. In addition, you'll be getting a discount on your side as well for the steering wheel that you choose with no core trade-in, which is awesome. You get to keep your original steering wheel. Everything else is supplied through Automizer, including this kick-ass cover. This cover does come with the steering wheels when you purchase one through them. And I'll greatly appreciate you guys for your support in that manner. So as far as this steering wheel, I'm going to go ahead and just unveil it now versus me rambling on. So let's go ahead and take it out here. Now this one I went specifically with the chop top design, similar to Panzer's, but with a different theme, of course. Look at that beauty. Now a couple of additions to this steering wheel. Obviously the black emblem, but you can request also chrome or black. I went with the red airbag with red stitching. I was going to go with the black stitching, but too much contrasting there, kind of kept it solid. I did, however, go with, on the bolstering here, black stitching all the way through, red leather, perforated, obviously carbon tips here, carbon bottom. I still wanted the gloss, piano gloss black trim. You can go all carbon if you want to, but I kept it like that because I like that contouring, that contrast between each item here. There's always a balance. Also black fascia trim panel here. And of course, this also comes with the actual cover here as far as this seal, which is pretty neat. Now, one other thing also to note is these paddles. These paddles are also carbon fiber, and they're really good as far as the feel and appearance to them. The button feel is amazing, very light, not stiff. Doesn't matter where you pull it from, it will work regardless. Obviously not from the tip here, but you get the idea. Good response and feel all the way through, no flexing. As far as the wheel itself, very clean as far as the paddles go. Now as for the module, it's similar to how Panzer's is. Everything's already pre-programmed into this module chip. 3-pin harness, obviously for power, ground, or for power and canvas signal, high and low. and of course factory airbag. Now as far as for the airbag itself, the connectors, how are they going to connect? You can use your old airbag connectors with this new bag. Since the holes and the inputs are practically the same, minus the plastic connector, which you'll see here. See this plastic piece? You see this little clip right over here? Let me get a little close up. You can pop this centerpiece out and put the one from your old airbag into here to take its spot. That way, your factory connectors can connect to this spot here. Now, of course, you're going to need a 10 mil to disconnect the negative battery terminal, which I already did. And you're also going to need a T27 Torx. And what I use to get back there, you could either use some kind of small screwdriver, but I use a pretty much 1/4. I keep this one around because it fits these pretty well. And then, of course, I use a small little ratchet to get back there. Obviously, with the wheel fully extended out. The holes are right there in the back of the steering wheel. Pretty much this top part right here. And of course, there are 2 of them. Once you loosen those 2 screws, the steering wheel airbag just pops right off. Now you gotta be careful, there are some connectors back there you gotta remove. Both the airbags here. So obviously we're gonna start with the top connector here. And then, well, your steering wheel, your paddle shifting controls harnesses are right here on both sides. Now, the last one is going to be a bit tricky. Now, you're going to have to lift this orange tab here because that's what keeps tension on the clips. You're going to pop it from the back here using a pick or a very flat, small, thin screwdriver. Now, of course, the connectors are similar as far as how they go inside the inserts, or these inserts, I'm sorry. So obviously the connector itself looks different. We're going to transfer these ones over to this side. And these, obviously, I won't be needing. I'm going to do it with both hands. But basically, you're just going to relieve tension on this side, relieve tension on that side, and this insert should come out. Now, once you relieve that tension, you should be able to pull the insert out. Just like that. See how it's coming out? Now, you don't need tweezers, but I had them, so. And just got to squeeze it one more time, and it should just come right out. And it should pop out just like this. This is one connector. You're going to do the same, obviously, with the factory airbag. So you're just going to transfer the connector over to the new airbag. And it only goes one way with these inserts here. These little indentions there. It only goes one way in. Now, obviously, you're going to make sure those little clips or prongs that stick out from this piece go in. They don't get bent. So they're touching those prongs there, and you just push this in place. And that's pretty much it. There's one connector. Now we just got to move the green right over. And there you have it. Switched out the inserts from the factory airbag to your new airbag so your connectors connect. Now next is to remove this bolt here. It is an Allen-10, pretty much inserts all the way in. And of course you just got to break it. I'm going to need both hands for this one, so you're going to have to hang tight. Once that is done, you can go ahead and just plug in your connector and install the wheel, making sure it's obviously centered. So make sure to mark your bolt with the wheel that you have or on the actual spindle. And then of course, once you tighten the bolt down, connect your harness and you should be good to go here. From here you could do a test without the airbag. Obviously you'll get an SRS light. As long as you could take it to anywhere, they can just reset the code for you, and the SRS light should go away. But right now I'm going to test it without the airbag. Of course, if the harness itself does not respond, or if the steering wheel is not responding to the actual column in here, you're going to just flip the harness. In this case I did have to, because I wasn't sure which one was power on this end, but obviously for here, at least for my harness, black cable went into 6, brown to reddish cable went into 5, and this peaches, or very dark peach looking color, went into 4. Doing that, the steering wheel works. Now I just have to get used to which ones goes to which, but the left and right buttons here switch to the different settings just like the other wheel would. And then of course, using this touch sensitive pad, scrolling up and scrolling down, you could change to the different menu options. And I believe this should work with a radio. Oh, beautiful. So pushing up accesses the radio controls. Volume controls work with this steering wheel. Wonderful. And then it's the same thing on this, works on here. Now if I were to, okay, so this button right here, I could probably program this maybe with this radio, who knows. I'll figure that out later, but these don't work as of right now. Obviously these cruise control buttons are not going to work, mainly because the cruise control stock, the inputs end here, so everything for the cruise control is right up top. But all these top buttons do work. You can see me switching through, and that is done. So there's my steering wheel. Nice, it feels good. Let me go ahead and push this in. Now I'm going to put the airbag on and test the horn. Nice, with the horn working, this wheel is installed and ready to go. Tested all the inputs, horn works, steering wheel buttons work, paddles work, everything's solid on this setup. Looking forward to finishing the rest of this interior. Reupholstered, not this panel, I got a new panel. It's all in black. It's going to have the red inserts here and some other little add-ons to kind of match the interior. The seats are going to be redone as well. Same for the driver panel here. Rest assured, I'm going to make it look proper. I do want to thank everyone for watching and taking the time to look into my project. And I greatly appreciate all that are following me as of right now. This is Panzer. Everyone, you take it easy.